great day for the market. We've got some pure joy coming next week, though, because we're heading out to San Francisco for JP Morgan's 37th annual healthcare conference. I'm so excited about this. It is a huge confab. We'll be speaking to all sorts of movers and shakers. I think it's especially important this year because if you're worried about a slowing economy, the healthcare stocks are exactly what you want to be in. So let's check in with, and I usually don't have analysts on, you know that, Lisa Gill, JP Morgan's managing director and senior equity analyst, get a read on the industry and what's happening that we're going to see at next week's conference. Ms. Gill, welcome to Mad Money.
Thank you so much for having me, Jim. I'm so excited to be here today.
Okay, Lisa, first of all, I need you to tell, I can tell people it's a big conference, and people say, oh, well, Cramer's given to hyperbole. This is your 19th? Explain what happens at this one and why you have to be there.
So it's my 19th conference. There's almost 8,000 institutional investors that come to the conference every year. We've got 300 companies that will present. And there's a lot of news that happens, whether it's M&A activity that we saw this week. There'll be a lot of talk around that. We'll have great pricing panels around pharmaceutical pricing. We'll talk to the biggest companies on the street, really about what they're thinking about as we get into 2019.
It seemed to me, and I was telling you, David Faber covers M&A, we felt that Bristol-Myers felt compelled to announce its deal with Celgene ahead of this conference because you really can't go to the conference and kind of avoid the elephant in the room.
Right. Well, it's interesting because either you announce it before our conference or you have the initial meetings that lead to the M&A at our conference. And so that's been the case for a number of years. And every time you read the proxy statement and they think, they talk about where they started the discussion, it was at JP Morgan.
Well, it does seem that this is a great form. I happen to think this Bristol deal is amazing because Bristol was just okay. Celgene was just okay. This could be one plus one is three. Am I being too bullish?
Well, I mean, I don't follow the pharma bio sector.
But you do recognize that big pharma has lagged.
Well, what I would tell you is that when you think about consolidation within healthcare, you look at, on the services side, things that I follow. You look at Cigna and Express Scripts coming together, CVS and Aetna coming together, United Healthcare being as big as they are. You have to think that others have to come together as well because size matters.
Right.
And so you're going to see more of these companies, in my opinion, come together because they're going to need to have a broader portfolio when they go to those service companies.
And I want to tell you, I mean, I have certain analysts who are go-to, and Lisa has always explained, she understands these businesses, you understand the distributors, but you understand the models. And this CVS deal is one that is not being talked about or people feel it could be derailed by a judge, and yet I know you think it is the way of the future.
Right. I do. I mean, I think that consumerism is where we're at. When you think about the biggest disruptors in healthcare, I know you've talked about Amazon and others. It's not going to be Amazon, in my opinion. It's really going to be where the consumer wants their services. It's going to be about value, it's going to be about quality, and it's going to be about convenience. And if you think about those that can deliver that, absolutely CVS can deliver those. You think about the store locations, you think about the combination of pharmacy plus health plan now that they've bought Aetna. We really think we're at the corner of where healthcare is going to happen.
But we're speaking of Walgreens, right, on Monday. Now, does Walgreens feel threatened by what CVS is doing?
Yeah, I mean, I think that Walgreens has taken a little bit of a different tactic in trying to go the route of JVs rather than making a big acquisition. I think that's the biggest question I get, Jim, and we'll hear from Stefano Piscina and Alec Gourlay at our conference next week.
Who, by the way, don't speak anywhere else. Again, that's why I like this conference.
Right, and we'll do a fireside chat with them, the only fireside chat in my universe. But people really want to know what their strategy is. And Stefano is a really well-known investor and has done well, but the stock hasn't done so well in the last year and a half or so. And I think that investors would like to see them make an acquisition, do something big, maybe buy a health plan. He feels that they're too expensive right now, but maybe you get an opportunity at some point. So in the meantime, he looks to do JVs, whether it's with LabCorp or United Healthcare or other players, Humana. There's a number that have been announced.
All right. Well, one last question. Do you expect anything blockbuster, and who are you looking for to really dazzle next week?
Yeah, I mean, I look for CVS to dazzle a little bit next week. I mean, it's our favorite name going into 2019. And a few things I would just highlight there is one, they haven't really laid out the strategy completely now that they've bought Aetna. So I think it's going to be a great opportunity for Larry to really lay this out, Larry Merlo. And second, they're going to participate on a panel for us with Dave Ricks from Eli Lilly. So it's going to be a great opportunity for them to talk about how pharma and these new entities can work more closely together to solve this problem around pharmaceutical pricing, access, quality, et cetera.
Well, I want to congratulate you on the franchise you built. Can't wait to be there next week. It's the most exciting conference of the year, and we'll learn more, and you'll help us learn.
Absolutely.
Okay? That's Lisa Gill, JP Morgan's managing director and senior equity analyst. I cannot wait till next week when we are here at our 19th conference. First time for us. Mad Money's back after the break. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.